Live.
Okay. Let me compose myself. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Never mind. Okay. I need to think of what to say.
It's hard.
I need to think of what to say. Okay. I have a good one.
Okay.
If we don't like it, we can just redo it.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Just to start off, I just want to say we've been working at this so hard, taking a lot of time to prepare and set everything up. This idea has been in our heads for a good while now, and it's just really cool to see it all laid out for the first time. To start off, my name is Anthony.
My name is Minadel.
My name is Marcus Skander.
George Sulaiman.
And we want to welcome you to our first... Okay. We want to welcome you to our first episode of Scarlet Sermons.
Let's go, man.
All right.
Let's shut up.
Okay.
So, there's not a lot of context so far about what we are or what we're going to be covering. So I'm just going to hand it off to either Mark or George, whoever wants to go into depth about what we're going to cover and what's the reason we're starting this podcast.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, Anthony, for the introduction. So what we are we're a bunch of college kids, right? We're 4 college kids that are bored and that really want to talk about how college really affected us, right? So we all grew up in the church, in the Coptic Orthodox Church. We grew up with strong faiths, beliefs, and we grew up knowing that we have each other throughout our whole lives. So as we grew up, we realized that society has been changing so fast, so quick, right? And how do we as Coptic Christians adapt to that, right? Do we conform to whatever other people are doing? Do we do the same thing as them? Do we read our canons? Like, what do we do, right? And college is supposed to be all about fun, party, drinking, the ABC, right? But as Coptic Orthodox Christians, how do we take that and how do we let that change us, right? And how do we stick to our beliefs and our faiths in that environment, right? Because environment is such a big key in our lives, right? Whatever you're surrounded by, it's what you will be, period, right? So when you're surrounded by such an amazing group of people, especially the Coptic Orthodox faith, what other thing can you be besides being loved?
So I think I agree with you, Mark, on this topic because
Absolutely.
it's not just about going to church and doing all these things. It's more about your faith, and it's more about your acts. So in college, we have to be mindful of our acts and what we do, and how we shape our lives as we go through college. Because college is very tempting, and you wanna be a part of the fun. You wanna live your life, and a lot of people are gonna tell you, go live your life, do what teenagers do what college kids do. But that's definitely not what Christianity stands for, and Christianity gives us a guide. And the Coptic Church has given us a guide to go throughout our college years and even past that, because college years are basically the building blocks for everything, for your life. When you're old, you're really gonna have to go based off of the habits that you built during college, and that's why college is really important. That's why we're here to talk about it. I think Mina, you have any?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't say anything yet.
And we're back. Obviously, like we said, this is a work in progress. This is our first episode. One of our cameras decided to stop working, but it's fine. Mina, you're just gonna finish George's point.
Yeah. So many times in high school, I've been told, especially my senior year, that you'll never have as much time as this. This will be the most free time you have, especially during Holy Week. I've never grasped the idea because I never thought college would be this much of a load. So obviously until my first year, I got destroyed. Even all of us, we had classes. We had our finals during Holy Week.
Yeah, that was rough.
And some of us couldn't even come to bus call or even sometimes the whole entire week. So it's also an important factor to know how to keep balance between the two, because sometimes it's not about choice. Sometimes you're being forced, and you have to find a way, even when you're being forced, to make it a choice and to make it a way to still find time for God.
Absolutely.
I think I agree. That's a really good point, Mina. Really good point.
I think an important detail to mention is we're obviously not perfect. We're all still college students learning, and it would be wrong of me to say if I knew everything about the church, because I clearly don't. That's why as we progress through this journey with you guys, we're going to be bringing on people, inshallah. Obviously we don't have anyone yet, but we're thinking of priests and very knowledgeable people about the church to bring on and talk about certain topics with us. just so that we can learn and you can learn. This podcast isn't just made for college students; it's made for anyone.
Yeah.
Because information about the church doesn't just apply to one age. Everyone can learn, and not everyone is in the same part of their lives spiritually. So this podcast was kind of just put together so we can all lift each other up together.
Also, if you guys have any recommendations, our lovely editor right here will put. We have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, and even an email. You guys can send any recommendations for topics, any speakers you guys want us to do, or focus mainly on. You guys can always reach out to us.
Yeah, and the email is scarletsermons@gmail.com. Okay, and hopefully we also are gonna do the Spotify. So those who are in the car or just are during class, they want to listen to something quickly. Hopefully we'll get the Spotify running.
And SoundCloud too.
Dude,
SoundCloud.
yeah,
Oh
also.
yeah, baby.
SoundCloud's important.
Apple Music if we start getting money.
Whoa.
So done.
And you might be wondering, even though this is our first episode, why we have like 1,000-something subscribers on the channel. Our good friend George over here, he used to make videos in his free time back in the day, and he was very generous to just wipe all the videos and just use this channel kind of as like a high step, just to give us a little bit of a head start to get this content to more people. So thank you, George, for that.
No problem, man. Anytime. Thank you guys so much for listening today. I hope this is going to be a really beneficial thing to everyone, and obviously to us. And you know, we're gonna work our best for you guys. Just do me a favor, press the subscribe button down below because we need that. And then stay consistent with us, Mark.
As George mentioned, we thank you so much for listening. But most importantly, we need your prayers, right? Nothing happens without the prayers of the people in the shop, and the congregation. So we really hope that you pray for us. Obviously, we're praying for all the viewers and the listeners. So please remember us in your prayers.
Yeah.
And like we said before, even though they covered most of it, this is still a work in progress in terms of the editing, technology, and the topics that we're learning.
Yep.
So I think just stick with us, and it'll be a really rewarding journey for all of us together.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Again, this is Scarlet Sermons, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
Peace.
That's a wrap.